Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Knights will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Bearcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
A great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Knights offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
It is important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on.
He's loose. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Jukes his way for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Since Scott Frost led UCF to that perfect season in 2017, it's been a circuitous path. Not necessarily happy, but he's trying to bring back the magic to UCF.
Yeah, bring back the magic, the excitement. Just there's always so much talent. Jesse, we've called game there for years. Like so much talent and speed in the state of Florida. And on that roster, it's just about putting it together.
I mean, they were hitting New Year's Six bowl games, it seemed like, year after year when Scott Frost was there last time at the helm. So it's about finding the diamonds in the rough inside the state of Florida and developing that. But they're going to do well in the portal. Now they're in the Big 12. Scott Frost back at UCF. What do you think about that?
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burke. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to do it on the ground. The Knights have a first down.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Knights will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! Extra point here will tie the game. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking for space, it's Walker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Finds his man, it's Allen. There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. Off play action. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hughes. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, 1st down here. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Swings it out to his running back. There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Royer. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll off one deep down the left side.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat than what we've seen all throughout the season.
That one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him. This time around. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sorsby. The quick out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. First play of the drive comes from the 41.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success.
Wide open spaces. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The Knights back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson will throw. He's got him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. A great catch and run for 6. They get the touchdown, and the quarterback has a brand new tattoo to commemorate the moment.
And I don't think the offense coordinator's happy about that either. You don't want to see your quarterback get hit like that. Great job standing in there, though, and delivering the ball, even with the defense all over.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Indiana. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The give on the option. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's looking deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Running back searching for a hole. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jackson gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Got his man on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, UCF. He got loose and it lights out after that.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
21, Cincinnati, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Lofts one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. To the air, it's Sorsby. They'll run the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it to him on the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Looking left. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key because
he hurls one deep down the left side and trying to put points on the board on. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Fourth down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll run it again. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Jackson will throw. Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quick release on the RPO. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
He's got his man, makes the grab. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. The run to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Sorsby. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter play, and this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Bearcats line it up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Runs. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson gonna throw it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect the ball.
Chains keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the 1st half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. 1st snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Jackson will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Burke. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Turning on the Jets. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Knights. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw at Sorsby. Blasted as he lets it go. Just a little off. Incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He's going to fire deep. Snags it up the 30 and still running. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's
quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Pick up on the return, but more important, they got the takes. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the run, it's Nixon. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Jackson gonna throw it. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love where you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. He's got it on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
This drive will open from the 15. Let's go! Jones wants to throw it. Working the middle, it's complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the Bearcats will keep this drive going. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Knights with the 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Montgomery. Powers through the defender. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result...
Touchdown, UCF! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down from 38. The Bearcats want to move quickly. Jones to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense. Their way back in this one.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Going up top again. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Unloads it left. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. They're dealing with a second and long. Jackson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Montgomery. Some really tough running there. Gets him to the 45-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Able to... He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Here's the pressure. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He might want another play. The play-action fake. Trying to bowl his way in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football.
Throws to the wideout. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down to the kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
They were trying. Steal of possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking